9 rebels are killed in Bukidnon amid the Communist Party's declaration of a 2-day ceasefire. The military says it no longer trusts the group's word. After Christmas, authorities ramp up their campaign against use of illegal firecrackers on New Year's. They're also warning against fires. How are MMFF's entries doing so far? Festival organizers have an idea but are not releasing box office returns at this point. Fast, focused, and fearless, here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Denise Tan. 9 suspected New People's Army rebels were killed in a series of military operations in Bukidnon on Christmas Day. The killings came hours after the Communist Party's unilateral ceasefire took effect and a day before CPP's 55th founding anniversary on December 26. The 4th Infantry Division said it conducted air and ground attacks in several barangays around Malaybalay City. The military claimed there were reports that the NPA will launch atrocities to mark their anniversary. The AFP reiterated it is not reciprocating the CPP-NPA's declared truce, adding that the group is already a spent force.
Number one, wala na pong maayos na leadership ang CPP, NPA, NDF at the national level. So kami nagtataka bakit nakapagpalabas ng statement ang Central Committee samantalang watak-watak na sila. Actually, insignificant na yung kanilang mga activities. Yung paglalabas nila ng statement, actually, pagpaparamdam lang yon, pagpapakita na as if they are still there and they are still capable. But the truth is, their forces are already decimated, they are already scattered, at wala na po silang, mahina na po ang kakayahan ng CPP-NPA.
The total number of fireworks-related injuries this holiday season has climbed to 52. That's after the Health Department recorded 24 fireworks-related injuries on Christmas Day until morning today. 38% of total cases came from Metro Manila. 5 victims, 3 minors and 2 adults have undergone traumatic amputation. That meant either lost or mangled fingers and hands. The DOH is still urging local governments to stop the sale of illegal fireworks in their areas. Parents are also advised to watch over their children and use noise-making alternatives in the coming New Year celebrations. The Philippine Ports Authority is seeing another influx of passengers by the end of the New Year's break. So far, there are no irregularities in sea trips. From December 16 to 25, over 1.9 million people were in ports nationwide, catching trips to and from their provinces for Christmas. The PPA expects the number of travelers to significantly increase by January 3. This early, the PPA is urging passengers to book return trips and watch out for advisories.
Panawagan natin sa ating mga kababayan ay planuhin maigi at maaga yung kanilang mga biyahe at siguraduhin na kayo po ay nagtatanong muna sa shipping line o nagbabasa ng text bago magtungo sa mga pantalan para maiwasan po natin yung mga delayed o stranded sa mga pantalan. Pag na-stranded kayo sa biyahe, meron po tayong mga libreng hot meals at saka meron din po tayong charging station, water refilling station, and we try as much as possible na maging komportable yung stay nila sa pantalan.
Heads up motorists, the Rojas Boulevard EDSA flyover northbound is closed today until December 30. The TPWH says it is doing repairs on the road. It is also installing 2 expansion joints on the EDSA flyover to fix damaged sections in the northbound lanes. Motorists heading northbound are advised to take alternate routes. Heavier than usual traffic is expected around the thoroughfare due to its temporary closure. We're bringing you more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. Thanks for staying with us here on One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. We now give you a quick look at today's other top stories. The Bureau of Fire Protection has placed the country on red code, or code red rather, in preparation for New Year celebration. This means all firefighters are ready to respond to incidents from December 23 up until January 3. For this holiday season, the BFP is conducting roving operations and inspecting firecracker manufacturers and sellers. It is also reminding the public to keep their homes safe from fires during New Year's festivities. Authorities have intercepted a ship carrying smuggled rice in Orion, Bataan. The Bureau of Customs seized over 2,000 metric tons of white Vietnamese rice priced at 100 million pesos. The vessel's captain and 18 crew members were also arrested. They face charges of large-scale agriculture smuggling and violation of the Customs Modernization and Tariff Act. President Bongbong Marcos has approved the extension of tariff cuts on imported rice, corn, and pork products until the end of 2024. Tariff rates for rice will remain at 35%, 15 to 25% for pork, and 5 to 15% for corn. Marcos said the move is aimed at keeping goods affordable amid the looming effects of El Nino and the African swine fever. In sports, sister teams San Miguel Beermen and Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings are through to the quarterfinals of the PBA Commissioner's Cup. Here's the story. The wind's cold, but the atmosphere at the Smart Araneta Coliseum is nowhere near that for the Christmas Day doubleheader. In the first game, the Phoenix Fuel Masters took control of the game early against the San Miguel Beermen. But come the fourth quarter, the Beermen went on a surge led by Terence Romeo. San Miguel went on an 11-3 run at the onset of the payoff period before going on another rally late to secure the win. Final 117-96 for SMB. Import Benny Boatwright Jr. led San Miguel with 26 points and 16 rebounds. But Romeo proved to be the X-factor, scoring 15 of his 22 points in the fourth. With this win, San Miguel has booked a spot to the playoffs, carrying a 6-3 win-loss record. They were also able to halt Phoenix's 6-game winning streak and now has a 7-2 standing.
Our goal was to get to the top four, and I think we're closing on that. The difference about Ivan and Benny has a 3-point shot, which makes the floor bigger.
Nasa mind ko talaga na mag-aggressive, so yun talaga yung mga shots ko. Credits talaga sa mga teammates ko kasi yun nga, every time na nasa akin yung bola and then tinatry ko na mag one-on-one or mag-create, nagko-collapse sila.
Meantime, their sister team Barangay Ginebra is also off to the playoffs. That's after the Gin Kings defeated the TNT Tropang Giga 86-78. Both teams were neck and neck for most of the game despite TNT coming in without import Ronde Hollis Jefferson and captain Jason Castro. But it was the Gin Kings who came up big down the stretch. Scotty Thompson managed back-to-back threes to run away from a 79-76 lead late in the game. That effectively secured Ginebra's 6th win. They now look for a top 4 finish to nab a twice-to-beat edge. Meanwhile, TNT slid to a 4-5 slate. Christian Sandhardinger had 22 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals to pace Ginebra.
Except for, Scotty taking over down the stretch and making a couple of big shots, the game was basically a toss-up. This is basically playoff basketball. We're coming to the end of the eliminations, and all the games are so important.
With that, the PBA is done for the year. Action resumes on January 5 for the game between the Blackwater Bossing and the Northport Batampier. Then TNT and Rainer China Lasso Painters face off next at 8 p.m. Both games will be at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. The Metro Manila Film Festival denies the supposed sales of participating films that are going rounds on social media. In a statement, MMFF says it has always been their practice not to release such figures to avoid creating a bandwagon effect. Meantime, the MMFF 2023 Awards Night is happening tomorrow. 10 films were chosen to participate in this year's festival instead of the usual 8. One News Now will be back tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. I'm Denise Tan. We are One News, all sides, all the time.